Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're doing well on today of April 1st, as we are going to finish this game today. We'll see if that's an April Fool's joke or not, as I play it. But yeah, it'll be fun. So without further ado, let's get started. So I did come back here and take a rest at night. Here, Master. And I'm just gonna go up here and check her again because I read that all you need to do is rest after fully talking. Oh, there he is. So you're supposed to like see him outside that door, right? And then you can go into her room, which means she's not here. And then you can go and peek into this portrait right here.
Have you given the matter some more thought, Wilhelmina? I would have no other as my personal courtesan. I want you all to myself. When I imagine you in the arms of another, my heart feels apt to rend itself from my breast.
Allard, pray forgive me, but I think 'twould be best for you to leave. We can discuss this matter another time.
But why? We've only just...
I am attending to a burden that all women must bear. I trust I need not elaborate further. I did not take you for the voyeuristic type. Why don't you come in? You have my thanks. Had I not noticed your presence, I might have slain him there and then. 'Tis no jest. You see, everything I've done these past few years has been leading up to this. I am here to kill him. But I cannot simply end his life. Oh no. I must first expose his misdeeds. Only then will I allow myself to grant him the miserable end he deserves. Or so I'd sworn, but I've yet to find a single shred of evidence. Perhaps the time has come to surrender this crusade. You would lend me your aid. But I've done nary a thing to earn it. And recall that I've devoted years of my life to his pursuit, with naught to show for my troubles. If the proof I seek yet exists, 'twill not be so easily uncovered. I suppose there is truly naught I can do. Save deliver him a gruesome demise for all to behold, that is. Still, if you insist upon searching for evidence of his crimes, 3 days. I will give you 3 days to find what you seek. I shall wait patiently, though not with bated breath.
Interesting. So we got 3 whole days to find the evidence we require to basically show his misdeeds, probably. Okay.
Can't remember the last time I had a proper meal.
See enough. Is a time. Wilhelm granted you 3 days to gather evidence of Allard's crimes.
Minister Allard is a noble, yes? Do we know of anyone privy to the goings-on in the palace?
A difficult choice, indeed.
I was gonna go to the
We
prince.
shall remain here.
He should know.
Sir Augustine is to return to Vermont. Mayhap I ought pretend I ne'er heard that. He and my mother are politically opposed, you see. A fact for which he was effectively exiled. He'll find no safe harbor here. If you mean to escort him, you'd best be cautious, friend. Ah, 'tis you. I thank you for coming to see me, but I'm afraid I have no new information to share at present. You wish to expose Allard's misdeeds. I know not whether I can assist you in this, friend. Ah, but of course, Patrick may know aught that could aid you. Go to his manor come nightfall. If you say you are in my employ, you should be allowed entry with no issue. Though I cannot be sure how 'twill aid us, I do believe there is more to that letter than we yet... And should you learn something, would...
Well, this is no good. Can't let myself get distracted. 'Tis my duty to hear the people's concerns.
Okay.
Always sets me to think this place.
So nightfall.
Regent Sven has been busy, it seems. Shall we meet with Lord Patrick come nightfall?
I cannot afford another night
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
We're here.
Allard. Long have I borne witness to the man's arrogance, and long has it infuriated me. I visited his manor once. I recall that he was rather particular about the placement of his paintings. Mayhap he's concealed aught behind one. 'Tis just the sort of thing one would expect from a man who places so much stock in appearances. Shall I summon him here? You could make use of his absence to steal into his manor and inspect his art collection. Excellent. I will send word to him presently of some urgent matter that requires his intervention. Once you've seen him depart his manor, make your way inside and stay alert. We may not get a second chance at this.
Let us make for Minister Allard's estate and slip in once we've seen him leave. Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. Perhaps this will serve as evidence.
That was easy. That was the first painting.
A fine place to sit at the other one.
Minister Allard is a noble, yes? Then it stands to reason that Captain Brandt would know of him. Pray, allow me to show you the way.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
All right, let's go to the captain.
There's a ladder here.
Ah, excellent find.
You have my fullest confidence. To think that the proprietress of the Myrmecolian was plotting such a thing. Under normal circumstances, I would not overlook such a clear admission of murderous intent. But this is Allard we speak of. Of all the Queen Regent's sycophants, he possesses the greatest authority. His fall from grace would do much to further our cause. But where to find the evidence we seek? Perhaps the merchants he deals with possess aught that could serve us.
Merchants with connections to Allard will reside in the merchant quarter. Though, they're not likely to divulge their secrets readily.
Some piece of physical evidence would be far less easily refuted than mere testimony, I should think. This is a memorandum of Allard's. According to this, afore attaining his current status, he was in the employ of a merchant. And in order to claim the merchant's property as his own, he murdered the man and his wife, staging it as an accident. It is a grave affair indeed. Should this article prove genuine, I have every faith 'twould be sufficient to condemn him for all time. The deed was monstrous, and yet, considering my position, I am afraid I cannot condone the man's assassination. I know not the path I should follow. What is your intent going forward, Your Majesty?
No, I'll just take whatever
Very
you can
well.
give.
I would place my faith in you, Your Majesty. However, know that should he be assassinated, I cannot offer you my aid. Now, pray bear the evidence you've discovered to the Myrmecolian. I will do everything in my power to assist you.
A king does not beg.
So the captain is willing to aid you only if you do not stain your hands in blood. I hope you shan't disappoint him.
I quite agree.
It's good to see you again.
Another day of work awaits.
You understand how heavy the burden of duty can be. Would you hear my request?
No.
Sorry I am to hear it.
I got another on the transference of souls.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor.
Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean?
Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
I mean, we saw her try to have sex with him. Pretty obvious they're in a romantic relationship, or at least a platonic sexual relationship.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny they have their uses.
Well, we got the evidence.
This is where I come when life gets.
We shall await you here, Master.
It's a delightful breeze.
Wonder how everyone else makes it.
To each their own. The world's better for.
I ought to find someone to buy me a drink.
To be said, peace and quiet.
What could I have a helping hand?
So, we meet again.
The sky always puts me in a comfortable place to soothe the spirit.
So, you've returned. I confess, I thought you might not. I was ready to settle things myself. Well, did you find what you were looking for? Thank you. I can't believe you found this. All that remains is to end that man's life with my own hands. I've no other tasks for you. This partnership of ours has come to a close. Unless you intend to see this through till the end. You're a curious one, aren't you? But what's just as curious is that I can't bring myself to refuse you. All right, if you're offering your aid, then I'll gladly accept it. Come with me. Allard is in the room to the left. Go in and restrain him for me, would you? Never mind the mask. Consider it a charm of sorts.
At last. It feels like an age has passed since... What is this? Who are you?
Don't let him escape.
Get your hands off me, you fiend! Don't you know who I am? Oh, you hang for this impudence!
Oh, Allard. I've always wanted to see you like this.
That voice... Wilhelmina! But why? Why would you...
Do you still fail to recall? Even with this mask staring you in the face. But I suppose for a man such as you, a little murder here or there is hardly worth remembering.
What mockery is this?
In your youth, you slew 2 individuals. The merchant whom you served, and his wife. They had a child, as I am sure you are aware. A newborn babe who was spirited away by her loyal wet nurse.
You mean to tell me you were their child? But how can this be? Your mother, she was a beastren. Surely her child would be one as well.
A fair assumption. But for better or worse, I didn't take after my mother. Save for in one respect. This is for my mother. And this is for my father.
Wake stone him. Give him a wake stone so she can do it again.
The time has come for all your sins to come to light, Allard.
Mr. Allard, has something happened?
We've been noticed. I suppose a scream that hideous was bound to attract some attention. We can't leave the way we came in. Fortunately, there's a window here.
You have done what you set out to do, I trust? Then come, Master. Let us quit.
I was afraid I might find you here. I cannot believe you would stoop to such... No. This is not the time. You will be able to slip out the rear entrance. Follow me, and quickly.
That was certainly well handled. I suppose I ought not to have expected any less. Pray, visit me at the Myrmicolian tomorrow evening. I'll prepare aught by way of thanks. Till then, be well.
I'm just ready. Can't wait for the new equipment to come in. I'd fight better if I had an L to keep me warm.
I'm not risking my life for a fitter.
This ladder looks sturdy enough.
I cannot believe it. You killed Allard. You realize this could jeopardize our plans for your ascension. I will do what I can to obscure your involvement in this matter. However, bear in mind that you may have to shoulder the burden of your own heedlessness in future. Vermund and Batal are by no means allied nations, at least not officially.
It is like tomorrow
On the
evening.
road, sir. These are dangerous times we live in.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
$400.
I fought many battles on my journey, but the thrill of felling a colossal foe goes
It appears night has fallen while we slept.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Ready to forge on?
Use a rest. I'm dead on my feet after today's training. I'd sooner stay out of the back.
A welcome respite from all that hustle and bustle.
I've just had a thought. I shall never forget. If that is your destination, we cannot follow. But know that your return is eagerly awaited.
Is it?
Thank you. I finally achieved my purpose here, and I owe it all to you. 'Twould seem the residents of the palace have chosen to treat Allard's untimely passing as an accident.
Good.
I imagine they deemed it safer not to make a fuss of the incident after perusing the evidence you uncovered for me. Shrewd as a den of foxes. I'll give them that. I truly cannot thank you enough. But I want to try.
Ooh.
Just this once, I'll give you something special. I'll grant unto you the sweetest of dreams. I know not what I would do
Oh,
without
they're floating. Sad.
you. You have my thanks, but 'tis time to say farewell for now. Just know that my bordlery will e'er be your haven, should you have need of it.
Sweet. Ring of Benevolence. Okay. It's a tank ring. A veil of Blossomer Clowns? Interesting.
Magistrate Woldhar's spectacles must be somewhere within the masquerade hall in the palace. 'Twould seem we've a need to visit the palace. I dare not enter the palace, but I would fain escort you to the castle entrance.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Little has changed. I saw we met you some work. If you are in need of aid, pray say the word.
Politics are no concern of mine. One dog is in disarray.
What was the saying?
Would that all my days were so true. Dull days for us are assigned
It is a minor quest, for sure.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen. Ah, I see you found the spectacles. Shall we deliver them to their rightful owner, Magistrate Woldhar? Methinks I know where to find the person you're looking for.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
What am I supposed to do?
I ought to have enough for a few. I fear this trial is too much.
Sir Arisen, I trust that you will do what is right by Daphne, and indeed by this. Pray see to it that naught akin to the recent debacle be allowed.
In the end, my good I suppose 'twas no less than my due.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
We have yet to explore all the corners of this.
What is it? Have you brought me something to sate my unquenchable thirst for knowledge? A book, perchance?
Oh, unfinished letter.
Oh, a letter, is it? Let's see here. But know that tonight the moon shall again be shrouded in a veil of gossamer clouds, awaiting the return of the sun's warming glow. Well, well, I'd not thought Disa the capacity for such refinement. 'Tis a love letter of a sort. One that draws on ancient symbolism to convey its message. The moon represents a woman, the sun, a man. Put simply, what this letter means to communicate is, I miss you. Ha! A surprisingly saccharine sentiment coming from the Queen Regent. Would you not agree? I know not who this Phasus is, though 'tis safe to say that Disa is rather invested in him. What concerns me is this godsway mentioned in the first line. If we can take this letter at its word, and 'twas indeed granted to the Queen Regent, we can surmise that it must be something tangible, an object. As to what manner of object, however, I can only begin to guess, and I'm not one for pointless conjecture. I suspect someone of Batali heritage might be able to tell you more. Ah, you've returned. Oh, my spectacles! Well done, sir! With these, I shall have no need to fear any letters, be they small or faintly scrawled. I shall learn aught I can, that the day might come when I can repay this debt I owe you. Many, many thanks. Take this as a token of my gratitude.
Thank you.
Outstanding.
A laudable result. Just what
I must confess I'd not thought Disa capable of such flowery language, let alone in the form of a love letter. Yet I'm far more intrigued by this godsway. 'Tis rare enough that I encounter a word I'm unfamiliar with. Perhaps 'tis of Batali origin. I must confess, yet I'm far more intrigued.
I lack information pertinent to this task. Consider hiring a pawn better apprised of such matters.
Either way, I'm gonna have to teleport. So
I'm rather lost.
we're just gonna go back to Backpathal. And go talk to this dwarf.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
If e'er you stumble across some interesting material...
Oh, what does this say?
Shall we take a closer look?
If 'tis a blacksmith you need, I can't help you. Oh ho! 'Tis a regalia sword you want restored, is it? That's a first. All right, give us a look then. Now here's a masterwork of craftsmanship if I e'er saw one. Not to blow my own horn, but I wager I'm the only blacksmith who could set this ailing steel to rights. But, as I've said, I've lain down my tools, and before you start begging, know that I don't intend to pick them back up. Well, why are you still standing there? Leave an old man in peace.
That went rather poorly, I fear. What are we to do now?
Still here, my smithing days are done. I'll not be repairing that sword, or aught else for that matter.
Beg pardon, sir, but I couldn't help overhearing your conversation with Brocker. You'll have to forgive him. He's been in a foul mood ever since we got cut off from the fuel for our forge. Though, he's always been a bit crotchety, come to think of it.
Enough cheek, you wool-brained wastrel! Now, I'm off to the tavern. Can I count on you to mind things here while I'm gone?
Of course you can. You go enjoy yourself. Psst. Hang about, eh? When he's gone, you and I can talk. 'Twas special made to use glimmer coal, mined from a nearby cavern. Till the monsters settled in, that is. Neither of us can go anywhere near the place now. Listen, Brocker's too proud to ask for help, but I'm not. Would you be willing to go out to the cavern and mine us up some glimmer coal? I'll take as much as you can carry. Should you succeed, I reckon he'll change his mind about restoring that blade of yours. Now, true to its name, glimmer coal emits a pale light. So you'll want to cast your eyes about for any glowing spots when you get to the cavern. Oh, suppose you'll be needing the name of the place. Digger's Ruins 'tis called. I'll count on you to bring lots of the stuff back.
If we can procure some...
You're back! Have you any glimmer coal for me? Look at it all! This'll last us a good while. You've my gratitude. Brocker, we've got more glimmer coal. Now we can reignite the forge.
'Tisn't the forge what needs igniting, girl, but your fool ears. I've told you my smithing days ended when those monsters moved in. I've no use for glimmer coal anymore. I'm done, understand? I'll not hear another word about that rusted hunk of steel. If you're so keen to have it repaired, then see to it yourself. Now leave me be. My mattress beckons.
Oh, I was certain he'd pick up his tools again if we only had more glimmer coal. My apologies for putting you to all that trouble, sir, but mayhap your efforts needn't go to waste. I could try my hand at repairing that sword for you, if you'd be agreeable. Way I see it, if old Brocker's the only smith with the skill to see it done, then I'm your best hope, being as I'm his apprentice and all. Well, what say you?
There's another dwarf that I could go and talk to. But sure, let's just go with this.
I'm grateful for your trust, sir. You'll soon see your faith was well placed. Mayhap not soon as 'twere. I fear I'm a novice in the truest sense. I'll be needing some time. But I'll see it done all the same. You have my word. Mark me. This blade will be shining like a star by the time I'm finished with it.
Sarah is apprenticed to the legendary dwarven blacksmith. There's no doubt in my mind that she will succeed.
I'm grateful for your trust, sir. You'll mayhap not soon as 'twere.
I'm a master of the craft.
All right, we'll come back in a couple of days. See if she is done. Let's see if this quest has any nuances to it. Okay, I need to go to the Laboratorium Workshop number 2. Which, if you guys remember, it's in the palace.
Go on, have a look. Hoy, looking. No need to overthink it. You can change it on a whim. You've not to lose. Many thanks.
Before we head there, though, let's head across the way and talk to Hugo about working at the Rose.
Oh, I've got my freedom. Shouldn't there's work for me out there? You think I could work there? For true? What? You went out and looked for a job for me? But why? Why would you put yourself to all that trouble? Give it a try, I suppose. Not sure how it'll turn out, but it's a start at least. I'll do my best not to make a mess of it. Oh, and thank you, cuz.
Hey. Oh, we got frosted edges. Well, that's how people been getting that. Oh. It's mainly a magic dagger. Okay. Yeah, it has way more magic damage than any other.
Consider hiring a pawn better
we should
apprised
upgrade it
of
with
such
Elven
matters.
upgrade. Or even more magic damage.
We shall remain here.
And who might?
Sir Arisen, you've come just in time. Sir Ermhild, 'tis my pleasure to present to you the good Arisen, come to aid us in apprehending the brigand who would threaten Her Majesty's life.
Well met. Your assistance is most welcome. Without our Empress to guide us, Batal has no future. Her Majesty cannot be allowed to come to harm.
Indeed. We are well glad of your aid. May it prove unnecessary. Ere Her Majesty's supplications begin, I shall give you a description of our target. Pray seize the rogue should you espy him. We would, however, prefer that this affair be kept quiet. Be not reckless in your decision, lest you apprehend the innocent. Empress Nadinia shall commence her prayers any moment now. I would ask that you safeguard her with your life, should it come to that.
O lambent flame, we offer thee these words of prayer on behalf of our people.
In my line of business, patience is key. Hear this. Last week, I passed along the Alta Batal coast. And what...
We ask that all be spared the horrors of the fell dragon. We ask that Batal may e'er prosper. And we ask that a day may come when Beastren, human, pawn, and every other noble race that walks our world may live in harmony with one another.
You'll have to do well to beat today's gossip.
Sir Arisen, Her Majesty's supplications are nearing their end. Have you located the rogue?
The current Empress may be young, but she's possessed of a devout heart. Her Majesty is wise too, and deeply compassionate, oft decrying the discrimination of pawns in our society. Pawns are hated as bringers of calamity. Frankly, I'm not sure I like the idea of their ilk being treated as citizens. Yet, Her Majesty amended the law that punishes the use of slave labor, so that pawns are protected as well. Her tolerance and...
May thine hallowed fire burn through us, and cleanse our souls of all that is base and wicked. We swear fealty unto thee, originator of warmth, prosperity, and shelter, and ask naught but thy blessing in return for our devotion.
What do you want with me, eh?
Her Majesty's supplications are drawing to a close, Sir Arisen. Could it be that the rogue has not come?
Bugger off if you want to see the morrow.
No time to talk, I'm afraid. I'm a busy man.
Off with you.
Good day, sir.
Shall I die aught for you?
I'm in no mood for talk.
I'm in no mood for talk.
Yeah.
I'll thank you to leave me.
O lambent flame, we beseech
dang.
thee to heed our humble
Voting you.
The Empress's supplications have concluded without incident. I shall return to Her Majesty's side. May this peace only continue. No! Your Majesty! How could this have happened? We must staunch the bleeding and capture the fiend who did this. Forgive me, Your Majesty. I have failed you.
The Empress is fallen. How can this be?
Such a dreadful thing. I do not want to believe it.
To think, even with the Arisen at her side, we could not safeguard Her Majesty. I feel the sting of this failure most keenly. The events of this day threaten to sour relations twixt beastrons, humans, and pawns. Nay, now is not the time to falter, but to unite in solidarity. We must not let the Empress's death be in vain. However, someone must answer for this, and as the plan to entrap Her Majesty's assailant was of your design, Sir Manella, I would have it be you. Oh, Empress, would that you were still with us.
The Empress is gone. What are we to do without her? What am I to do?
Huh.
Oh, Empress, would that you were still with us.
I mean, what the hell do they wanted me to do? Oh, was there? Hang on. I didn't even realize that there was a warrant of arrest. But I only got that after the assassination happened.
The Empress and I knew each other since we were children. We were close, yet for all that, I could not protect her. I suppose I shall be sent to Volcanic Island as penance for my failure. I almost feel I deserve it, yet I would remain in this place as long as I am able, that I might serve some semblance of my duty, and that I might remember Her Majesty for all that she was, and dwell upon the myriad memories we shared here.
This place is too comfortable.
Well, that was such a stupid quest. You don't get the description until after you failed it.
Empress Nadinia's safety precedes all else.
Like, what in the actual fuck? That's so annoying. What if I don't save it? Where's the last quick save? I mean, it's probably after. I highly doubt it's before. And I can't do the in one. Yeah. Why am I only getting one discipline? What is happening? I have no idea. I don't know why I'm only getting 1 discipline. Yeah, it's so weird.
The Empress and I knew it, yet for all I suppose I shall. Yet I would remain, and that I might remember her. Empress Nadinia.
Oh, Empress.
Yeah, it's a new item that I got. So I couldn't have known this. That's so stupid. I fucking hate quests that are like this. It's like, oh, do it in New Game Plus, guys. So dumb. Oh, technically, I'm not even supposed to get gold. I mean, a discipline for completing quests. Only for kills. But I'm getting 1 because I'm guessing it's being multiplied by 1.
What was the missive that just arrived?
Oh, you know. The usual. From Vermont, bound straight for the archives. Not to be opened.
Another one? What is the director up to? Well, never mind that. Did we get any other deliveries today, perchance?
Surely you're not expecting another one of your love letters. Why, just the other day, you were warned not to use this address for personal correspondences. You really mustn't be so imprudent. Need I remind you that if word of our activities here was to get out, we could be shut down.
Yes, yes, I'm well aware of that, thank you. Now come, enough gossiping. We've work to be getting on with.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
Hmm. Yeah, it's this guy, it's Herman. And how do you even kill her? That's the most weird thing ever.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
No one's listening.
Glad I am to see you well. I've been wondering how you were getting on.